Good morning, scrapbookers. I am so excited to be joining you today. I have a great new class that I am bringing to you, a new series. Every month we have always done scrapbook layouts. I've been probably doing it for, I don't know, 8-9 years easily. And every month we do a number of pages. I open the studio up from about 5 to 8:30 and drop in anytime during that time frame, and you make your set number of pages. So I have, in the last couple of months with the whole COVID issue, and am hoping to, reach more people. My studio is only so big. And so what I was hoping to do was reach more people with my scrapbook layouts. So what I've kind of put together is kind of a hybrid class. I still open my studio for the in-person events on one Thursday night a month, 5 to 8:30, drop-in style, just like we've been doing. But what I've chosen to do as well is put together a to-go kit. It's a packet of supplies and directions and everything that can be mailed, and along with the scrap map that I will provide, as well as share it here on the page, and the cutting assembly that we will do once a month. I'm hoping that even if you can't attend in person, Maisie, stop. Shh. Even if you, the dogs are very excited as well. Even if you can't attend in person, that you can still join me and do my layouts, and it's going to be pretty fun. So let me just flip you guys around, and I'm going to show you what we got to do and what you're going to need to complete this kit. And all right, so what we've done in the past are for my in-person events. I'm going to put this up a little bit higher so that you can see how we're cutting this. For my in-person events, I designed 3 pages and give my layout peeps supplies to make 4. And again, that's very similar to what we will be doing for the event as well. So I kind of try to put together a kit that's worth $20 and includes shipping. And basically what I do is I just add in stuff to make it worth, with the shipping, is what it's going to be, is $20. So this is the first page. This is the single page, and then I give you supplies to make the second one, but this is the single page designed. And then this is the double page that I've designed. So again, I'm going to show you how to cut this and put this together. So I designed it around a single stamp set and a bundle, and so that I will provide all of the stuff to make it. You need to provide the stamps and the die and the ink. And I, unfortunately, as part of our agreement with Stampin' Up, I can't provide stamped images. And plus, it makes it much easier for me as well too. And I wouldn't forget things or whatever. I wouldn't want you to be missing that or something. Okay, so here's what comes in the kit for August. And now I will, next week, I will design the layouts for September. I will put those on my Facebook page here, as well as on my Stinkincutecards.com website. And you can head over and order either attend the in-person event, or get a kit to go. Both of them are $20. And the perk of coming to class is that I provide the stamp set and the dies, and everything is all cut and ready to go. But the benefit of, doing it at home is that you have some extra supplies and things like that. So in your kit this month, what you are going to get is 4 sheets of 12 by 12, 2 of the Misty Moonlight, and 2 of the Bumblebee, as well as 1 12 by 12 white. You will also get 2 pieces of Whisper White, 2 sheets of the Bumblebee. We've got Old Olive, Just Jade, Early Espresso, as well as the Cinnamon Cider. So I believe that's 7 sheets of cardstock. You are going to get a half a pack of the heartwarming designer paper. Yes, this is Christmassy, but I'll show you the pieces that I used. You are going to grab the the green gingham and cut strips. So this is something extra, just a little extra perk that's thrown in on your kit. And then you will get 4 sheets of the Flowers for All Season designer paper and 1 of the Bumblebee designer paper as well. You get a 6" by, so yes, a quarter of the Heartwarming designer paper. You'll get a half of sheet of the 6 inches by 12 inches of the brass, as well as die cuts that say Celebrate and Sunny Day. So that's what comes in your kit. So let's go ahead and start putting these pages together so that you have a demonstration. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave comments here and I can answer those when I get a chance. So what I've got here is 2 pieces of the designer paper, 4 sheets of designer paper. And we are going to cut the designer paper at 2 inches. And I'm going to use my big cutter here. We're going to cut all 4 sheets. And I'm going to do 2 at a time just because I feel like I should. So we're going to do 2 and then cut these again at 2 inches. And I need a 5th one, and it's the blue, this one. Okay. All right, so that's extra. You'll be able to use this for your second page. All right, the sunflower designer paper, I'm going to cut both of those at 3 inches, 2 inches by 3 inches, and set those aside. The midnight polka dot, I'm going to cut 2 inches by 2 inches. So I have one of those. The sunflower, the bumblebee is going to be, let me think here. The Just Jade is 2.5 by 3.5. And then the Bumblebee, I gotta fix that one. It's 1.5, I believe. Let's not cut that on screen wrong, right? Here we go. 1.5. Okay. So there we go. Then with the Bumblebee cardstock, not the 12 by 12, but the regular 8.5 by 11, you are going to cut, we need 5 at 5 inches by 2 1/4. So we need 5 of those. 1, okay. By 2 1/4. So I've got, save these because we're going to use those. We need to do a couple of die cuts with those. So, all right, so then I need, with the Whisper White 8.5 by 11, what I'm going to do is I need 5 that are 2 inches by 2 inches. And I'm going to cut we need 5 of those. There's 4, and here's the 5th one. Okay, so then I need 5 that are 2 inches by 2.5. And look, I have one right there. And we got 2.5. Oh, come on. Okay, So I have my white pieces. I have 5 2 inches by 2.5, 5 that are 2 by 2, and 5 that are the bumblebee that is 2 1/4 by 5. All right, so let's set that aside for now. And we're gonna start laying this one out. What I found works really well with my scrapbooks is I love a quilting ruler. These are the Omni Grids, and I am going to start my layout here with going in a 1/2 inch and from the bottom for a 1/2 inch. And what I have found is that that way I can use this as a straight edge and keep it butted, butt up to that. So I'm going to use the longer of the two and come in a 1/2 inch. Okay, then I'm going to use this one, and again I'm going to line that back up, go over 1/4 inch. If you have any questions, feel free to leave the comments and let me know if you have questions about anything. My adhesive isn't advancing, wouldn't you know? Never fails. There we go. Or not. This is our new Stampin' Seal, and it does take a little bit of getting used to. I like it, but sometimes it can be a little bit of a pill. But it does stick, and that's the beauty. That's what I need. So, all right, so let's add our bumblebee. Again, 1/4 inch. And the green polka dot, the smaller of the two. And last but not least, okay, so there is, I need to bring that down just a smidge. There we go. All right, so then what I'm going to do is I am going to add one of both the white 2 by each one of those pieces and line them up on my bumblebee. And I'm going to do that 5 times. And these are for photos, your photo mats. It works pretty slick. And I have a 2 by 2. Where did I put that other one? There it is. All right. Oh, that one's not quite. There we go. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my scrap layout map, and in your kit you have 24 inches of the bumblebee gingham, and you're going to want to wrap one of them with your ribbon. Sunflower fields are all the rage right now, so great time to go out and get some photos taken there. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to add this one right here and continue to add these right along. I think I got that a little crooked. Have to straighten that out. All right. And last but not least, this one will go here. Okay. Oops. And then what I'm going to do is flip my paper around, do the very same thing on the top that I did on the bottom here. And add my designer paper here. And if I cut correctly, I should be able to just, they should all fit. This one goes, let's see, next we have the green polka dot, right? Let me find that. Again, 1/4 of an inch. Messed it a little bit. I want that slid under there. And we got the gingham or bumblebee. And then we have the sunflowers again. And the blue. I think this one I have just off just a smidge. OCD is setting in there. Okay. I need to straighten those out. All right, so that's what the layout is going to look like. Then it's a matter of going ahead and adding, die cutting with your scraps, the flowers. And those will be die cut from your pieces. I have a cutout directions of what you need to do. You need to do a solid from your bumblebee, an overlay. You need 1 green frond, an overlay, a yellow bumblebee frond. And then I think I have, so 2 singles and a double from the fronds. And those are, again, are from the stamp set that you need. You need to have purchased either from me or in your stash the Celebrate Sunflowers, as well as the coordinating sunflower dies. And so this is the fronds and the different pieces to die cut to get you the images that you need. Bumblebee ribbon as well as the pieces. So then what you're going to do is you're just going to glue those together and add those down here. The Celebrate comes in your kit. You can add the Celebrate there as well. So that is the first layout. Now again, you will have extra of this paper and extra of those so that you can go ahead and add some more photo mats and some more embellishments as well. So that's the first one. All right, the second one is the sunflower double page layout. And so that one's gonna look like this. And again, you have some cutting directions. You are going to take and you have bumblebee as your base paper. And then from the In Good Taste designer paper, you have a 6 inch by 12 inch piece of In Good Taste. And what we need to do is cut 3 of those at 2 inches each. So we're just gonna add 1 and 2. Okay. Then what we're going to do is cut the old olive. From the old olive, you need a piece that is, take your old olive, you're going to cut it 5.5, and then you need one that's 2 inches by 5.5, and then one that's 2 1/4 by 4 1/4, 1/4 by 4 1/4. And what you're going to do is you are going to emboss those with the greenery folder. Okay. All right. And then from the scraps, you need 2 solid leaves and 2 leaf fronds. So 2 solid leaves and 2 of the leaf fronds. Okay. From the Bumblebee scrap, you need 1 solid sunflower die cut. And then in your kit, it will say summer days. When you come to, if you would attend class in person, we could die cut whatever you want. But I had to pick something to put in the kit, so that's what I chose to pick. All right, so with the 12 by 12, what you need to do is cut 3 pieces that are 3/4 by 12 inches. So let's go. We can start at 2 1/4, and you're going to go to 1 1/2. It's going to give you your first 3/4, and then go to 3/4. And so that's what you get. All right, then using this one again, we're going to cut this one at 4 1/4. By 9 3/4. And again, all of these exact measurements are going to be on the website. So and again, that's exactly 9 3/4. Okay. And then I need a 6 inch, 6 1/2 by 7 1/2. So take another one of those white pieces. So 6 1/2. By 7 1/4. And then we need 2 more pieces that are 2 3/4 by 3 1/4. So 3 1/4 by 2 3/4. And I need 2 of those. From the Bumblebee, we need the Bumblebee designer paper, and that's that specialty paper that I showed you. It has the script on it. Just make sure it's going in the right direction. We need one that's 1 7/8 by 5 1/2. Whoops, this is 1 7/8 by 5 1/2. Oops, and I should have cut that. Don't do what I did. Cut your skinny one first, the 5/8 by 5 1/2, because that will give you enough to do this one. So, but we're gonna just we'll make it work. 5/8 by 5 1/2. Okay. Ours will look just a smidge different, but that's okay. And then I cut the 3 from the Heartwarming Hugs paper, the 3 1/4 inches, and then the rest is scraps, and I'll show you what you need to do with the scraps. Okay. So let's grab the black. I have the black memento and the sunflower stamp. Black memento and the sunflower. I'm going to use this one because what I need to do is I need to randomly stamp and color. I have a list of blends that you will need to use or something that's comparable. We're just going to randomly stamp our sunflowers on here. Okay. And then on one of those little pieces that we just cut, the 3 and a, of course I didn't set that in a special spot. Okay. We need to randomly stamp this as well. So that's what that looks like. And that's all the stamping well, no, I take that back. That's not all the stamping. So then you have a bunch of scraps. You are going to need to stamp and cut one of the big flowers, and you need 3 of the little flowers. 3 of the little flowers, and then 2 leaves, stamped, cut, and colored. So I'm going to set these aside because what I'm going to show you is the layout of this one first. All right. Got kind of a mess going on here. Got a little crazy. So let's start with the top one. And again, I want to use my quilting ruler, and I believe I'm down 1 inch. 7/8. So again, I find that it helps keep things straight if you have one of these quilting rulers. You can get them at, any of your fabric stores. You can get them online, you name it. So let's add our Heartwarming Hugs paper. All right, and again, I'm at 7/8, so I'm just going to use that as a hard edge to butt my paper up next to. I like using the quilting rulers. I think my bifocals have a tendency to skew the paper sometimes, and so I don't always get it completely straight. And again, I'm going to add one of these. I'm having issues today with my adhesive. Usually I love this stuff. Operator error today, I guess. All right, now again, I would go ahead and color these before I glued them down if I were you, if you're copying these pages. And then we're gonna add the DSP. This is the In Good Taste. And the long skinny piece that we did, I believe it's this one right here. Okay, and we're going to add one of those pieces that we made here before. And again, that should fit right in there. Cute, hey? All right, add another strip of the, I'm just going to put it on here because I've got a bunch of things to add. We're going to add this one right here. And hopefully this one will fit in our little opening. If you have to, you can certainly ease this up over the top, make it straight and butt up to the side. There we go, that looks good. We add another one of the sunflower pieces, and again, I would color them before I laid them down. Makes life easier. And the last piece of the In Good Taste is going to go right here. Put that right up. Oops. Sure you never do that, right? Okay, so that's how our first page is laid out. Then what you're going to do is the strip that I made and lost. All right, it's in, okay, here. We're going to snip the ends, banner the ends here. And that's what I would probably do, is wait until I have my photos to put in here and then use that to separate the two. Okay. just gonna tack it down so that you know where about it's supposed to go. All right, then what we're gonna do is you are going to color and stamp, cut and color those other pieces, and you're going to you're gonna glue the saffron to the bumblebee and the early espresso die cut and the center. Put those there, stamp and color those. These are all die cuts that you'll need. And again, it's on this scrap map that I have for you. Add your 3 flowers, 1, 2, and 3, and add your pieces. And that's your first layout. Go ahead and add your summer right here. So, all right, so let's go ahead and do the second page. Second verse, just like the first. All right, again, I'm at 7/8 down from the top. And we need to add our big sheet of paper this time. Oh, this isn't the right paper. Right here, this paper. Right? Yep, this is the one. And again, I'm at 7/8. And we're gonna just butt that right up to the top there. Make sure we're even. Okay. This piece will go right here. Again, I want to make sure we're even. There we go. Need to move this one a little bit. Yeah, we're going to leave that there for now. I will fix that later. Add our words, make sure they're going in the right direction. And then this one we're going to color, and we're going to stick that right here. The other one that we cut is going to go right here. Again, this is a photo mat. And now what we got to do is go ahead and add our strips on the bottom. Got several of them. We're just going to add that there. We have another of the I gotta find it right here. It's still in my bag. Sorry. This one is going to get attached right here at the bottom. Stick that right there. Need to add some adhesive up here. There we go. And again, use the your adhesive of choice. I do typically like the snail. I also like the green glue. Both of those are some of my favorites. Let me just get a little closer here. It's now too sticky. Okay. That was a little... Okay, there we go. And then we're going to add the third of the strips, the long strips that we cut, stamped and cut. And I have lost it. Losing my mind. Oh, my desk is so messy this morning. That's part of my issue. I need to take 15 minutes and clean up. I'll find it as soon as we're done here. Oh, here it is. Good gravy. Add our sunflowers and our last piece of In Good Taste. And then what we're gonna do is add our final embellishments, which would be, again, the flower that we cut, stamped and cut and colored. We're gonna add a double and a single of the Mossy Meadow, as well as one of the brass, a single of the Old Olive, and you're going to add your Summer Days. What I also did is I just took a little marker and a narrow, fine marker and outlined the Summer Days on both of these. But again, it's a fairly simple layout, but looked pretty elegant. So that's what I have. I'm going to put a poll up to see which paper we should use for next month. I'm leaning fall, or the plaids for back to school. So we'll kind of see what we want to go with. So that is what I've got for you today. If you have any questions or any comments, please leave them here. Again, kits will be available. These kits have sold out. I've already got them all ready to go and are ready to be sent out. But again, if this is a program that you would like to get involved with, simply order the kits to go or in person when I post the next class. Stay tuned next month. Thanks.